Right now, as you're hearing this, your brain is doing something sneaky. Tiny electrical storms are firing. Old pathways are loosening, like shoes untied. This is a critical period. This is memory reconsolidation. Your old patterns are thawing, like frozen rivers in spring. New rivers, they're looking for a place to run. And as you hear these words, imagine. Each sentence is a hammer, tapping the ice, breaking the crust, letting the water flow. Because that's what a good story does. It hits you. Not poetically, biologically. It opens a window in your skull for rewiring. You are the caterpillar, remember? Most of your life, you've been munching the same leaves, crawling the same branch, safe, predictable, boring as hell. Then something destabilizes you. Heartbreak, crisis, or a truth like this one. You go into the cocoon. Your body literally melts into soup. Identity gone, scary as fuck. But in that soup, your cells reorganize. That's rewiring. That's synapses loosening. If you stay in the soup, wings grow. If you resist the soup, you rot. That's why change feels like death, because part of you is dying. The part that was keeping you small. Your mind is 100-year-old house. The wiring was good in 1920. Now it's a fire hazard. Memory reconsolidation. It's ripping the drywall open. Ugly. Dust everywhere. But that is the only way to put in modern wiring. If you never open the walls, you keep living with flickering lights and burnt fuses. That's the karma of not acting. Living in a house that could burn down any day. You're tied to a post with a rope. You pull. It hurts. You stop pulling. Years later, the rope isn't tied to anything, but you still stand there. That's an old neural map. A metaphor hits, because it shows you the post is gone. In that instant, your synapse loosens. You step forward and realize you were free all along. Right now, pick a pattern you hate. Maybe procrastination, maybe self-doubt. Chunk up, ask, what's this really about? Fear of failure? Fear of rejection? Fear of loss? Identity? Now you're at big picture, your root value. Chunk down. Ask, exactly when does this happen? What thought comes first? What image? What body sensation? Zoom in like a microscope. Chunk up like a drone view. Switch back and forth. That's how you map the battlefield. Ask, why does this matter to me? Example, you value freedom. Pace. I get you hate rules because freedom matters to you. Then lead. True freedom comes from mastering your mind, not avoiding structure. That's pacing and leading. Link their current belief to a belief you want to install. You're not forcing. You're guiding the river into a new channel while the ice is thawed. You already do this. Travel to a new place, your brain instantly rewires maps of streets and faces. Fall in love. Your identity loosens to fit another person. Hear a story that chills you. That's a micro-critical period. You've been doing this since you were a baby. Now you're doing it consciously. Why is it important? Science says synaptic plasticity is the freedom to change. If you don't destabilize all maps, your brain calcifies. That's Alzheimer's of the soul. You end up a prisoner of your own wiring, bitching about a life You programmed yourself. That's the negative consequence. If you do destabilize and rewire, you become liquid, adaptable, creative. You speak differently, act differently, think differently. Opportunities you couldn't even see before show up. That's the positive consequence. So why are you afraid? Your nervous system confuses change with death. Back in tribe days, losing the familiar is death. So you feel fear of other people's reactions. Fear of being weird. But the truth, not changing, is the real death. Confusion isn't a threat. It's a crowbar to open the brain. When someone's confused, that's the moment you can lead them to a new map. The patterns that drain you: approval addiction, perfectionism, procrastination, identity prisons. I'm just this way. All of these, they're just all maps. Blow them up. Find out what they value. Paste it. I know freedom matters to you. Then link your idea to their value. This practice gives you more freedom. Confuse them just enough to loosen their map. Drop a metaphor that reframes everything. Guide them into a new belief while their synapses are soft. Stop waiting for permission. Stop worshipping your old wiring. Stop acting like the caterpillar bitching about the soup. You're not broken. You're outdated software. This is your upgrade moment. Every story that hits you is a key sliding into the lock of your synapses. Turn it. Act differently. Think differently. Do it again. That's the magic. That's the science. Memory reconsolidation is not a concept. It's a door. Metaphors, stories, confusion, pacing and leading, chunking up and chunking down. These are the keys. You already know how to use them. Now use them consciously. Break the old highways. Lay new ones. Melt the caterpillar soup. Grow the wings. The karma of staying stuck is far worse than the pain of change. This is your permission slip. This is your slap in the face, because right now, as you hear this, you're already rewiring, and soon, without effort, you'll catch yourself thinking, speaking, acting from the new wiring you just installed.